Shams Tabrizi was an enigma. He was a wandering dervish, a seeker of truth. His eyes held the wisdom of 1,000 lifetimes. He was a revolutionary thinker. Shams challenged conventional wisdom. He urged people to look beyond the surface to find the divine within. Shams lived in a constant state of yearning. He yearned for union with the divine. His yearning led him on a relentless quest for knowledge and enlightenment. Shams traveled far and wide, engaging in debates with scholars and seeking guidance from Sufi masters. His journey was not just geographical, it was a spiritual pilgrimage. Shams sought to break free from the confines of the ego and transcend the limitations of the material world. He believed in the power of love, seeing it as the ultimate path to divine union. His teachings were radical for his time, challenging the established order. Shams questioned religious dogma and emphasized the importance of inner experience over outward rituals. His words were like fire, igniting the souls of those who heard them. Shams Tabrizi was born in Tabriz, Iran, a city known for its rich intellectual and cultural heritage. From a young age, Shams displayed an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. He immersed himself in his studies, devouring books on theology, philosophy, and poetry. But Shams was not satisfied with mere book learning. He craved direct experience of the divine. He sought out the company of Sufi mystics, individuals who had dedicated their lives to the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. Shams spent hours in meditation and engaged in intense spiritual practices, seeking to purify his heart and connect with the divine. His reputation as a scholar and a seeker of truth grew. People were drawn to his charisma and deep understanding of the spiritual realm. Shams's early life was marked by a profound sense of restlessness. He knew there was more to life than what met the eye. He sensed the presence of a deeper reality, beckoning him to explore the hidden dimensions of existence. His quest for truth led him to abandon a traditional path, choosing instead the life of a wandering dervish. Shams embraced a life of poverty and simplicity, believing that true wealth lay in spiritual riches. His journey took him across Persia and beyond, interacting with people from all walks of life and absorbing wisdom from diverse cultures and traditions. Shams Tabrizi's life changed forever when he met Jalaluddin Rumi, a respected scholar and theologian living in Konya, Turkey. Their meeting was no accident. It was a destined encounter that would transform both their lives. One day, Rumi was passing by a marketplace, surrounded by his students, when Shams approached him and asked a simple yet profoundly deep question. What is the difference between being a lover of God and being God? Rumi was taken aback. Never having been asked a question like this before, he struggled to find an answer. Shams's question ignited a fire in Rumi's soul, awakening something deep within him. Rumi realized the limitations of his knowledge. He had been teaching about God, but he had not truly experienced the divine. Shams's arrival shattered Rumi's world, forcing him to confront the limitations of his own understanding. Their meeting was a catalyst, transforming Rumi from a scholar into a mystic, turning him into a poet. Under Shams's guidance, Rumi began to explore the depths of his own being, discovering the language of love and longing that poured out of him in the form of poetry. Shams Tabrizi became Rumi's spiritual guide, his companion, and his confidant. Shams introduced Rumi to the concept of divine love, a love that transcended all boundaries, consumed the self, and united it with the beloved. Their relationship was intense and tumultuous. Shams was known for his unconventional methods, challenging Rumi's beliefs and pushing him to his limits. Their bond was unbreakable, based on a shared thirst for truth and a deep love for the divine. Shams's teachings had a profound impact on Rumi's work. Rumi's poetry became a reflection of their spiritual connection, exploring themes of love, longing, and the search for union with the divine. Shams taught Rumi to see the world with new eyes, to find the sacred in the everyday. Rumi's poetry became a testament to the transformative power of love. Shams's influence on Rumi was undeniable, helping to unleash the poet's true potential. Rumi's verses became an expression of the divine love that consumed him, resonating with people from all walks of life. Section 5. The sudden departure. Shams Tabrizi's presence in Konya was short-lived. He disappeared as suddenly as he had arrived. His disappearance remains shrouded in mystery. Some say he was murdered by Rumi's jealous followers. Others believe he left voluntarily. They say he wanted Rumi to continue his spiritual journey alone. Rumi was devastated by Shams's disappearance. His heart ached with an unbearable longing. He poured his grief and longing into his poetry. His verses became even more poignant. They were filled with a deep yearning for reunion with his beloved Shams. Rumi searched for Shams everywhere. He sent his son on a quest to find him, but Shams was never seen again. Some believe that Shams's disappearance was a necessary stage in Rumi's spiritual development. They say it forced Rumi to confront the depths of his own being. It pushed him to realize the true nature of divine love. Rumi's followers were also deeply affected by Shams's disappearance. They mourned the loss of their spiritual guide. They grappled with the mystery surrounding his fate. Shams Tabrizi's legacy extends far beyond his physical presence. His teachings continue to inspire and challenge people centuries later. He is remembered as a revolutionary thinker, seen as a mystic who awakened the hearts of countless individuals. Shams's teachings emphasize the importance of seeking knowledge, questioning dogma, and experiencing divine love. His words remind us that the spiritual journey is not about blindly following rituals. It's about seeking a direct and personal connection with the divine. Shams's legacy is inextricably linked with Rumi's poetry. Rumi's verses have become a beacon of hope and inspiration for people all over the world. They offer solace to the heartbroken, provide guidance to spiritual seekers, and remind us of the transformative power of love. Shams Tabrizi may have lived centuries ago, but his spirit lives on. It lives on through the words of Rumi and the countless individuals who have been touched by their teachings. Rumi was a different man after meeting Shams. Before their encounter, Rumi was a respected scholar, a teacher of religious law, but he was also a man yearning for something more. He felt a void in his life that Shams Tabrizi filled. Shams awakened Rumi's heart to the power of divine love, showing him that true knowledge lay not in books, but in experiencing the divine directly. Rumi's poetry reflects this transformation. His early work was more scholastic, focusing on religious themes. After meeting Shams, Rumi's poetry became infused with passion, longing, and a deep yearning for union with the divine. Rumi's encounter with Shams was a catalyst for his own spiritual awakening, unleashing a torrent of creativity that would flow through him for the rest of his life. Rumi's transformation is a testament to the power of a true teacher, one who ignites the spark of knowledge within us and guides us toward our own inner light. Shams may have disappeared from Rumi's life, but his teachings continue to shape Rumi's thoughts, influencing his writing and guiding his spiritual journey. Shams Tabrizi's life and teachings hold profound lessons for us today. We live in a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, searching for meaning and purpose. Shams reminds us that the answers we seek are not to be found in the external world, they are within ourselves. Shams believed that every human being carries a spark of the divine within. He taught that our purpose is to fan that spark into a flame through love, compassion, and the pursuit of knowledge. Shams's teachings invite us to embark on our own spiritual journeys. They challenge us to look beyond the superficial and urge us to connect with the deeper truths that lie at the heart of our existence. His life is a powerful reminder that true transformation occurs when we are willing to let go of our preconceived notions and open our hearts to new possibilities. What happened to Shams Tabrizi? The answer remains shrouded in mystery. Perhaps he was murdered, or maybe he left voluntarily. But what if his disappearance was intended as a final teaching? What if Shams's absence was meant to push Rumi and his followers to a higher level of understanding? Could it be that the search for Shams is really a search for our own inner truth? The story of Shams Tabrizi and Rumi is a timeless one. It is a story of love, loss, and the transformative power of the human spirit. It is a story that continues to resonate with people all over the world. Take a moment to reflect on the mysteries that captivate you. Explore the lives of history's greatest thinkers. Immerse yourself in the wisdom of mystics. You never know what truths you might uncover within their stories and within yourself.